and welcome to episode 11 of SOHO Insights,
where each week we talk about the latest products, services, and trends that help your small office, home office business be more productive, efficient, and fun.
Hi, I'm Kathy, Chief Decision Maker at OvalEye.com, where we're empowering your SOHO lifestyle through hosted business solutions.
And I'm Jen, and today we're going to be talking about WordPress.
Yay! I like WordPress. Gotta get excited.
Last week we talked about another do-it-yourself website solution called Plus Site Builder, which is something that we offer to our clients, and WordPress is another application that we offer to our clients, and it's very popular. But we're going to be talking about what the difference is between hosted or self-hosted and the WordPress.com blogging solution. Basically, to clarify it a little bit more, we're going to be talking about the entry or the barrier to entry for WordPress, and if there is one. We will go over a few of our clients' websites that we've chosen to really showcase the features of WordPress and what you can do with it. And then we'll finish up with a few plugins and themes.
All right.
So much to talk about. I swear we could do like 5 episodes on WordPress.
Yes,
and you know how much fun that would be. So much fun.
Okay, so today is Martin Luther King's Day. Monday. King Day. King Day. And it was kind of quiet in the office today because a lot of our clients have kids, I think.
They were observing the day.
Yes, they were observing the day. So
yes. So oh my gosh, I've had too long of a day.
Yes.
So yesterday we were watching Golden Globes.
Yes, that was fun.
After the Seahawks.
Oh, sorry, Seahawks.
It was a good effort,
yes.
And so
it was fun to watch, kind of.
we had Bloody Marys, which was fun.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun.
So
and then we watched the Golden Globes after that.
The Golden Globes, though, the Social Network took home a lot of the awards.
Yeah, and we still have not seen that, sadly. No. We need to see it, so it
apparently
comes out tomorrow.
It's not just a Facebook type movie. It's more of like if you own a business, you have to watch it.
I'm surprised we haven't seen it.
That's what I've heard. It's very inspiring.
Yes, so we'll be watching it. Maybe we can watch it together.
Yes. As if we don't do enough things together.
Okay, so let's go, because we have so much to talk about WordPress. Let's get going.
Yeah, so quick precursor. We're going to be talking about the .org self-hosted WordPress versus if you were to go to WordPress.com and sign up for a free blog. This is all about being super professional, lots of customization there. You're able to add plugins that increases the functionality of the application tenfold. It's amazing. Super scalable with your business. You want the self-hosted WordPress. Period.
I think you got it.
Moving on.
All right.
So the barrier to entry for WordPress. When I first started WordPress, I purchased WordPress for Dummies.
Which actually it's circulating. Laura wants to borrow.
We don't have any of our books anymore because she keeps giving them out to people.
We need a library. Which is great.
I'm glad that other people get to read them, but sometimes I'd like to reread a few of our books.
Sorry, I don't think you've ever got to reread any of our books.
Yeah.
Okay,
so
moving on to
anyway, WordPress for Dummies. It talks about PHP, which there's a whole lot of back-end stuff that you can do to really push out what the limits are for WordPress. But the thing is that if you don't know PHP, do not try and learn it. There's no point. Because there's so many different themes out there that you can do so much with. There's
so easy.
So many designers and developers out there that are just dying. They love WordPress. These people are fanatics about it.
Yeah, they're really popular. We have most of our designers working with WordPress.
Slowly, yes. I think.
Oh, I think they're doing very well.
Yeah. There's a few that are definitely pushing out some awesome examples. Yes. So the barrier to entry... it's scary at first, but you need to just get over it.
Well, a lot of people think that it's just a blogging site, but it's not. It's so much more. It's a whole website. You can do every page just like a regular custom website.
Did you think that when you first started the blog?
Probably.
She's at kathyknelson.com, and she's using a thesis theme in case you were wondering.
Which, I love that theme. We'll get into that in a minute.
So, barrier to entry, just deal with it. It's a great website.
Wait, since you just mentioned my blog, which let's mention hers, which is the Cloud Maven.
Oh yeah, I blog at thecloudmaven.com, which is also WordPress, and it's different. You can see that there's 2 different themes, and we'll talk about themes in just a minute, where you can pick basically templates and really customize the site out.
Okay.
So moving on, what can you do with WordPress? Like you said, it's not just a blogging site. However, you can use it if you just want to be a blogger. Maybe you don't even have a business. You just want to get started in some way online.
I'm gluten-free, so there's a lot of bloggers out there that just blog about gluten-free.
And the great thing is that they kind of develop businesses around their blog that they can make. They have ads. They create programs, memberships, all sorts of great things. So anyway, you can do the blog, you can do a website, more of a brochure type of thing for your business, or you can totally deck it out with a forum. You can do e-commerce on it. You can do so much with WordPress. It's just, the sky is the limit.
And it's not hard to do.
Right. So moving on, some of the things that people have been able to do with WordPress, we're going to look at the realscott.com, and we'll add all of these links over at ovaleye.tv. So if you're watching on YouTube or our new iTunes
It's
channel.
pretty exciting to see that. But also, our real estate agents, we're getting quite a few of them lately because they love WordPress. It has so many features for real estate agents.
Right. So Scott was able to do this. I think he used a couple people maybe for help here and there, but he did a really great job doing it himself.
He did a very good job.
On top of
lots of pieces,
a family, on top of being a realtor, which everyone
Small
knows
office,
they work.
Office.
Yeah, they work crazy hours. So he was still able to do this. And he basically showcases his houses that he's got on here. You can search for your next home. There's a button for featured homes for sale. So definitely check him out and see what he's been able to do with it. He's also on Twitter, and I'm sure if you tweet out there every once in a while, you might be able to connect with him.
Scott also started asking us questions right off the bat, but also his research was he looked at all the other websites he liked and just took that and kind of played around with his website.
He did a great job. Yes. So the next one that we're going to look at is the cravecompany.com, and we've mentioned them many times on SOHO Insights.
It's just because
we love the company.
Yes.
It's just something that I think speaks really well to us. So we're looking at that right now, and you can see that it's...
She had designers do this.
Yeah, who would have known that it's a WordPress website, though? And if you look at Find Your City...
there's so much to this
Each of these
website.
cities has their own blog. So, I mean, if you have a business with multiple stores, maybe...
Yes.
Yeah, so it's a multiple user website. So
and they have a shopping cart that's pretty high-end, too.
Well, and they're constantly updating. It's a great website. So that's one thing that you should check out. The other one is wordstosweatby.com, which we're featuring because it looks like a typical blog type website. However, she's used the homepage instead of featuring her blog posts to be showcasing her product. Which is great.
Yes, it's really pretty too. So check
there you
that
can
one
see
out.
that the WordPress website does not have to have a blog on the homepage, and most themes make that really easy to make the switch.
Mm-hmm.
So another example of one that doesn't have the blog on the homepage is chicinc.com, which we've mentioned in the past too. Heather did this website over a weekend, maybe.
I think she signed up with Ovaleye on Friday, and by Monday
morning
it was done.
She is amazing. You have to connect with her at chicinc.com. But basically, you can go over to the blog, and you can see that it's a totally different look. So the homepage has one big
wedding shoes there.
I know, she's just. I love
beautiful.
Heather. You have to just check it out.
Yes, check it out just to see how gorgeous her blogs are and stuff. Oh, she's got so much. Okay.
Yeah. So the next one is margomyers.com, which is Margot MYERS.com.
Which Ovaleye has used many times.
We've used her for PR. She's awesome. You have to follow Margot. But her blog was more of an afterthought. Yeah.
Yes. She we had a designer do her website, and then later on, like a year later, she decided she wanted to blog. So instead of having people go to another site, we incorporated it into her website, and so now it's just margomyers.com/blog.
So I guess this is a good example. If you've paid a ton of money to a designer to create this website of your dreams, but at the time you weren't super into blogging, there are solutions. There's ways to work around it. So check her out. The next one is criminaldefenselaw.com, which is Mindy Carr. You said that she built this all on her own.
All on her own, and she did. She asked a couple questions because we're kind of the people behind the phones too. So she called maybe once or twice and did the rest herself.
It's a great website, and I believe this is a default theme that when you install the application onto the server, it comes up with this one. But I love this theme for our clients because it's got a big block header image.
It's really pretty,
and it's
the
really
color.
easy to customize.
The color.
I think another one of our clients is ElizabethGWalker.com.
Yes,
she used the same kind of theme, and just that header is so nice for people that don't really want to design too much. So the last one is momaroundtown.com, which we featured in a newsletter not too long ago. Pixel Soup designed this website, and she did an amazing job. All of Shanda, you have to check her out. I think it's pixelsoupcreative.com maybe. Shanda, fabulous job. Like the colors, all of the interactive buttons are great, and so you can see that if you have more of a budget to hire a designer or developer, they can really work wonders with WordPress.
Yeah, this is a little bit of the high end, but it's not
too out of reach.
Yeah, it's not out of reach at all.
Yeah, so those are some of the websites that could really feature what you're able to do with WordPress.
And it branded this girl very nicely too.
Yeah. So some things that you need to think of when you're doing your WordPress website is plugins. Plugins are something that's available when it's self-hosted. You can add, install onto your WordPress dashboard easily. It's super fast, super quick, super easy.
It's not scary.
No, definitely not scary. The 3 ones that I would recommend looking into are SEO, sharing plugins. So if you have like a Facebook page, or if you want to allow people to tweet out a blog post, blogging is very much community-based type of stuff.
Which is nice for that SEO.
Yeah, so sharing type stuff, and also e-commerce plugins. You can, like we said earlier, you can do a whole e-commerce store on your WordPress site.
And it goes to PayPal, and so there's not a lot of fees with that
either.
It's
really nice. Yes. And you don't have to have it secure.
Yeah.
You don't have to have the website.
PayPal is secure,
out,
so you don't have to worry about it. Okay.
Yeah. So then some of my favorite themes that I've used in the past, like you mentioned, Thesis is the one that you love. Other clients like Headway, and those are more of do-it-yourself type stuff. So there's no real design template around it. You can customize the colors and everything right on the front end. You don't have to really get into the back stuff too often.
It's nice to see some of those WordPress, some of the ones that you might enjoy as an example. You can look at the bottom, and sometimes the themes will be named at the bottom of their websites.
Another one is press75.com, which I have loved the support. That's a big thing for me. Is that if I have a question about the theme, I want the designer to be able to respond to me easily, or have a forum to be able to ask questions that people do reply to. And that's one that's great. Another one is studiopress.com. And if you're looking for a free theme, those are all commercial, so you have to purchase them. But there are thousands of free WordPress themes. The only thing that you're going to be lacking is some support, and also some of them are a little less developed. But EPIONE theme, I don't even want to try to pronounce it. No, I'm not going to. I already made a fool of myself in the cloudmaven.com. I did something on mindmeister.com, and one of the big honcho guys at mindmeister.com commented and was like, maybe you might know another name that has it in Jägermeister. I'm like, yes. I'm 25. I know what Jägermeister is. So anyway, moving on. All right. So the biggest pro with WordPress, just skipping over to that, is that the scalability piece, right?
Well, and it's not a hard thing to get into. I mean, it's not scary in any way. You just get this, you actually click a couple buttons, you start it, you put a picture in it. If you just want to start, just put a picture on the home page and start blogging.
Right. So scalability, though, is the biggest thing for me personally, because if I don't even have a business right now, I can get started online and start blogging, and then 5 years down the road, I can be making lots of money. I can really push it out into a full functioning website without the sweat of trying to transfer everything over.
Start with a blog. Right. As something you really enjoy.
So anyway, that was WordPress.
In a nutshell.
20 minutes later.
But we will continue on with all these tools that help you grow your business, and as easy as possible. So this is Kathy and Jen with SOHO Insights on ovali.tv. And thank you for tuning in. See you next week.